The Detroit Lions offense was the worst that we've seen it in a while. Jared Goff had probably his worst game in his career yesterday. Like, it was, the incompletions was insane. We brought up the stats, man. I think he went 14 for 34, something ridiculous like that. We got word that Dan Campbell was going to take over play calling for the rest of the season. And we've seen what Dan could do. I don't think it was that big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, the play calling, it was just a bad night. You know what I mean? Some of the stuff I didn't like. Like, I wanted to save this for another segment, but I think I'll use it now. Why are we not running David Montgomery? Why do we even have him? I mean, what happened to Sonic and Knuckles? This is more like Sonic 1. I mean, I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out, what are we doing with the play calling? You're up against the Philadelphia Eagle D-line, and you run in Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't. David Montgomery had 5 carries, bro. 5 carries. I'm trying to understand what's happening. But Dan Campbell and the play caller, man. I mean, I wasn't bothered by the play calls necessarily. Like, it was something that got away from. I'm like, yo, we went for it on 4th down. We were 0 for 5. Some of that was because of the play calling. But at the same time, we know what Dan can do. He called a game last week against the Washington Commanders. Jameson Williams has now become a factor. So I can't be too upset with it. But I'm like, what's going on here? Why do we get away from what's working? Was Ben Johnson that much of a loss? Like, I can't believe I'm starting to have these conversations, man. Y'all know how much I cannot stand that man. I cannot stand that man. And I hate it even more that the Bears, and we're going to talk about that too, that the Bears are in front of the NFC North. 7-3, man. This team started 0-2. It started 0-2. But what's going on with the play calling? Schiff says, all I see is people blaming the refs. Can't really blame the refs for the last call of the game. I mean, you could blame them. You can not blame them. I mean, we got to take it out their hands. We have to take it out their hands. Hyundai Boy says, I'm unsure why Goff was wearing gloves. It wasn't even cold. Well, Hyundai, that's the thing. It wasn't cold to you. It might have been cold to JG. My son was out raking leaves yesterday, and it was 40-something degrees. He had on like some work gloves, and his hands were cold. The football is like probably a block of ice. It was probably cold. He had on both gloves. So, but I don't know, man. The play calling yesterday was concerning. I think it's more concerning of a bigger picture. And I think yesterday, I think that this year is a real turning point for the Detroit Lions, man. I think it's a turning point for the staff. I think it's a turning point for the coaching. I think it's a turning point for the players. We have lost something. And I think that I said this in my video on Lion Syndicate that I just released at 6 o'clock. I actually recorded it at like 4 a.m, but I had it released at 6, that I don't think we have an identity anymore. I think we're missing our identity. I don't think we know what it is. And I don't know if Ben took that with him to some regard. I don't know. But it is, I think that for me, what's more concerning is the lack of an identity. I feel like we're missing something. C. Poole, back like we never left. Appreciate you, man. Super Chat says, Sonic took too many big hits last night. Gibbs isn't built for that. I agree. He was getting destroyed. But I'm like, why are we getting away from David Montgomery? What is that about? Like, the dude had 5 carries. I'm going to bring up ESPN right now. Why did he have 5 carries? I don't understand. And it's a cause for concern as the Detroit Lions are kind of trying to find themselves when it comes to their identity. And again, the Chicago Bears, they started 0-2. They have a better record than we do. And you're going to hear the things about we can't beat the good teams or who have they played. And it's like, well, who have we beat? We got to start having those conversations. All right. So David Montgomery, when it comes to rushing the football, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He had 6 carries. I thought he had 5. He had 6 carries for 27 yards. Let me bring these stats in because this starts to make you kind of wonder a little bit. So David Montgomery had 6 carries for 27 yards. His long was 7. Jahmyr Gibbs, we all know what kind of dog he is. He had 12 carries for 39 yards. So on a per average, David Montgomery had the better game. Why did we not use him? This was the game he was built for. Why are we not using him like we should be? That, to me, is concerning. It really is. And again, like I told y'all, man, I wanted to keep this a different segment, but I don't know. The Lions are missing something, and they have to get it back. They have to get it back. They got 7 games to get it back and hopefully a little more after that. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. What is your most concerning thing about what you saw week 11 with the Detroit Lions?